Is Drake speedrunning the end of his career? Look, it has not been a good week for the OVO camp. That famous actor we once knew is sure looking paranoid and spiraling. It all started with a simple DM, which has the now infamous lines, "Me and Universal is like if Nike was funding a campaign about LeBron cheating on his wife." Not Adidas or Reebok, Nike, the company he's been with since he started. My situation is not no street-ish. Which a lot of fans casually pointed out logically just makes no sense because Kendrick Lamar isn't being represented by Nike or someone else, a competitor for instance. He's on the same team as Drake. He is also signed to UMG. But like a typical Drake leak gone wrong, the internet just completely clapped back at this. And Drake then tried to wheel it back in. And whenever there's damage to Drake's reputation or image, who does he use? Then none other than 1-800-DJ Akademiks damage control. So Akademiks did what he does best. He turned the camera on and then he started to pour water over the flames, saying that these DMs were fake. And as a man who represents the highest of journalistic integrity, his source was none other than Drake.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Which caused further controversy because the person who was on the receiving end of these DMs, Chris Blake Griffith, went and then leaked the entire conversation, thus casting DJ Akademiks and Drake as liars. But this story doesn't stop there. No. This is only the setup. You see, I've got to give you the background because it's necessary to understand what unfolds next, which is an absolute bombshell. Now look, DJ Akademiks is not known for his rationality, for his calm, cool demeanor, and composure. He often will fly off the hinges on streams. Anyone who's seen a DJ Ak stream knows that man can get in his feelings, man can get in his emotions and start to ramble and rant, especially when he's put under pressure. And I think this is a great example of him being put under pressure. We all know that Drake and LeBron beef and feud now. I broke down that Drake freestyle, the shots fired at LeBron. Akademiks came out and confirmed that it was shots at LeBron. He's been on a tear down LeBron campaign ever since then. And all this stems from Drake and LeBron originally. So Akademiks, feeling the heat of the Drake and LeBron situation and now feeling further pressure after being outed as a liar, goes on a full damage control rant to protect his baby oil baby daddy. But I think the man might have slipped up and inserted himself into the wrong place. No did he? Let's check out what he says.
Like, is he spitting? Yes. Is this at LeBron? Yes. Right? Which, by the way, I completely get that angle, too. Newsflash for LeBron. Yo, LeBron, I talked to enough whores in Canada. I've talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on two-mans, okay? You've been cheating on your goddamn wife. Drake used to facilitate the host, and basically, you can't dance to a song about him being a pedophile. He used to supply you with the bitches. I'm sorry, my nigga. Yes, if I'm Drake, I snitch on you too. Sorry, buddy. You can't do that. No. You've been living a lie, and everybody been thinking you're this perfect guy, but when you come to Canada, I know some of the whores. When you come to Canada, you know you come to certain places. I'm supplying you with the white women you love. You don't even like black chicks. White women. I'm the guy. So when I bring the tings and I'm hooking you up, when Kendrick drops a song saying certified lover boy, certified pedo, you're the first one to say, whoa, me and Drake done did some two-mans. He ain't never bring no underage girl. What the fuck is you talking about? Or how about you shut the fuck up and don't dance, don't crip walk, don't do nothing, and how about you go win some championships? I'm sorry. I'm snitching on you. That's why you in trouble, LeBron.
Are you snitching on LeBron or are you snitching on Drake? Because you seem to know Not Like Us lyrics very well, but have you paid attention to Meet the Grams? Notice DJ Akademiks' word choice because he's getting emotional here, right? He's feeling like he has to clap back, and this is him now doing his version of damage control. But all he's going to do is just add further fuel to the flames. But supplying the women? You are supplying, facilitating. Think about the connotations of the word choice that he is using here. And you just can't help but wonder, is this a little bit of a Freudian slip from Akademiks?
There's some weird shit going on, and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streaming, hunting victims all inside of their home and calling them tender.
And I talked about this in my original breakdown of Meet the Grams. Tender, T-E-N-D-R. Like soft, tenderness, tricking someone, being deceitful, versus flipping it into Tindr, the dating app Tinder. Drake having his own personal version of Tinder, sending his bodyguards out, sending his drivers out to identify the best looking women for Drake, sending them backstage so that he could hook up with them. He was facilitating these hookups. I mean, look, at the end of the day, when you have tracks that are really putting the microscope under Drake for possible sex trafficking and what's going on around OVO, right? And they're trying to bat back these allegations. I don't think the best word choice, if you're going to out LeBron James in this moment, is facilitating two ways, facilitating hookups with white women. Because just think again how bad that looks from an optics perspective, and what you're saying and your word choice tying all the way back to the trafficking allegations. But there's even more lines from Meet the Grams that ring true on this.
He a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs. Tried destroying families rather than taking care of his own.
Tried destroying families rather than taking care of his own. Let's look at the tactics of going after LeBron James now. And this is a tactic that Drake seems to continue to use and hasn't learned from. Against Pusha T, he had the not so subtle ring lines at Virginia Williams, at Pusha T's wife, and we all saw how that worked out. Story of Addie on anyone? And we all know how it went for Drake in the Kendrick Lamar beef. Once Drake started to go after Whitney, once he started to sow those seeds among Kendrick's family, that's when Kendrick took a different course. That's when you started to get the Not Like Us's and the Meet the Grams. And here we have yet another example of Drake using his mouthpiece in Akademiks to discredit LeBron James by going after his family, sowing seeds of distrust between LeBron James and his wife. Akademiks just casually throwing this information out there on a live stream like it's come from Drake. And that's my source. Trust me, bro. But he's providing zero evidence to the situation. Do you not see how dangerous this is? This is a man who is married. You are now threatening his marriage. You are now coming after his family and not providing any substantiated information. You're just throwing claims and allegations out there. And yet again, it's like, here we go. Another example of where Kendrick is being proven right and Drake is showing himself in a not positive light at all.
Hey, LeBron, keep the family away. Hey, Curry, keep the family away. To anybody that embody the love for their kids, keep the family away.
And I think as time goes on, you continue to see how much this battle and this beef has truly affected Drake mentally. I think Drake has always had a fragile ego. He's always been petty. It's not hard to go look at all the indirects through the years, all the different feuds and rumors of Drake and all the ways that he moved, all of his lyrics to show that he holds on to grudges for a very long time. He takes offense to the slightest of situations. And it really just feels like at this point you have someone who is so used to winning that they can't accept that they took a loss, that they can't retroactively look back, learn from that, grow from it, evolve, and move forward. It's almost like he has to create an alternate timeline. He has to go Avengers on us and convince the world, because he's trying to convince himself that he won this battle, that he won this beef. And anyone who showed any type of siding with Kendrick, all of a sudden, they're the enemy as well and they're getting attacked. And it's almost like, well, he can't win attacking Kendrick, so who can he tear down? What other celebrity can he go after? Who can he take his anger out on? And it really feels like he's taking it out now on LeBron James and trying to tear down LeBron. And what you see is a lot of finger pointing right now from Drake and his camp, right? It's their fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. There's not a lot of accountability. There's not a lot of looking in the mirror. It's UMG's fault now, right? It's Kendrick Lamar's fault. It's LeBron James's fault. It's always pointing out at other people. And Drake has been weaponizing Ak for a long time, but it really feels like Ak could be the one to shoot the whole OVO camp in the foot right now. Because as the test of time continues, it feels like more and more evidence and more information comes out that helps to validate Kendrick's side more than it helps to validate Drizzy's side. And look, if you want to play devil's advocate and say, well, Ak's just getting emotional, right? He's on the live stream. Things come out like he probably would have changed that word choice if he had time to think about it. I get that, but I think it just reveals a greater psychology into how that camp thinks and views women, right? How Drake looks at the opposite sex, right? Using them, facilitating them, being able to get women whenever that he wants, setting up hookups, right? The whole view and the whole word choice of that, I think, is really telling psychologically and just shows you greater root issues there between gender dynamics for Drake and sexuality dynamics for him and how he views sex, how he views women, and the same with Akademiks as well, who's going through his own cases and his own situations. But anyways, that's all I got for today. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Are they cooked? Let me know down below. What else do you want to see me cover? Also, don't forget to grab your hats, knoxhillmusic.com. Bars, gotta catch them all. Go grab your merch. Go rep the brand. It really does go a long way. Shout out to the Patreon family as well. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay positive. It's Willie Knox Hill. You know we got more on the way. All right.